Hello, I'm Don Nadreski, and I'm the Director of Logistics and Industrial Operations at FRC Southeast. I also serve as a member of the Vision 2020 Executive Leadership Team. As many of you already know, Vision 2020 is a major undertaking to reshape the current Naval Aviation Maintenance Organization into a rapid, affordable, globally focused operation that meets the needs of the fleet. It's based upon the notion that our entire naval aviation enterprise should be focused on one thing: fleet readiness. In his commander's intent, Vice Admiral Grosskлагs clearly states the challenge we face: aligning resources to better support today's readiness, as well as reducing cost and increasing speed of products to the fleet. He is signaling a renewed emphasis on sustainment within NAVAIR with good reason. The Naval Air Forces simply can't afford to have the current number of down aircraft parked on the flight line. Vision 2020 is designed to address this challenge. The Vision 2020 Executive Leadership Team is responsible for overseeing implementation of major initiatives to attain the goals of Vision 2020. Vision 2020 consists of 7 initiatives referred to as threads, with dedicated teams made up of subject matter experts from across the naval aviation maintenance landscape tasked to develop action plans for each of those initiatives. These thread teams don't exist in isolation. The initiatives are related to one another, and the overall success of Vision 2020 depends on the successful outcomes of all of these teams. The Executive Leadership Team has the task of synchronizing the activities of each of these teams to ensure their overall success. It's important to point out that the teams are staffed with civilians and military members. One of the major themes of Vision 2020 is integrating military and civilian workforces to improve the effectiveness of naval aviation maintenance, and the makeup of the teams reinforces that theme. The teams are drawing expertise from fleet commands, the system commands, and budget resource sponsors to get the most leverage from all the players in aviation maintenance execution. 2020 seems like a long way off, but in our business, it's really not. We need to get to work right away and get traction now if we're going to see the vision become reality.
Hello, I'm Commander Mike Masika, and I'm the Director of Aircraft Material and Engineering at Airlant, and a member of the Vision 2020 Executive Leadership Team. As we're all aware, the world is a very dangerous place these days. The Navy's ability to project power worldwide to respond to these dangers is an essential factor in our national security and preserving our way of life. The readiness of our naval forces, including naval aviation, is an absolute necessity, not a luxury. As naval aviation maintenance professionals, we know that rapid, effective maintenance is the key to readiness. The Naval Aviation Maintenance Establishment drives today's readiness, and in order to do so, we need to have the capability and capacity to get those aircraft back into the hands of the warfighters. One of the thread teams working Vision 2020 initiatives is addressing capability and capacity to ensure we have the right level of maintenance at the right time, in the right place, to generate ready aircraft for the fleet. So what does that task really mean? It means planning for the maintenance capabilities and resources needed to produce that result, ensuring we have those capabilities and resources to get the job done, and leveraging the total maintenance potential of all of our sites, including other DoD and commercial sources, to increase our throughput and meet the needs of the fleet. What sort of things will we be doing? We will be developing a total view of available capability and capacity to achieve best match of maintenance capability to fleet needs. We'll be aligning people, facilities, and equipment across the aviation maintenance landscape to deliver the most output in the least amount of time to satisfy those fleet needs. As the need arises, we will be redistributing workload to available capacity and moving available resources to workload. To reduce aircraft out of service time, we'll be leveraging existing tools and developing new ones to increase the effectiveness of our skilled maintenance workforce. What we have to achieve and what we expect to accomplish is a rapid and sustainable improvement in the numbers and capabilities of aircraft available to the warfighters to support our nation's missions around the world. It's what we need to get done, and I know that our team of aviation maintenance professionals have the ability to do it.
Hello, I'm Amy Canello, and I'm the Investment Division Lead at ComFRC. I'm also serving as the Capability and Capacity Thread Team Lead. As you've already heard, the goal of this thread team is to gain the most leverage from our Naval Aviation Maintenance Organization to satisfy the fleet's requirement for up aircraft. The team is pursuing two main tracks to realize that goal. The first is getting the necessary processes and tools in place across all our sites to deliver more and faster production throughput. And the second is creating an overall investment plan that will result in a leaner, more affordable, more capable maintenance footprint in both the near term and the long term. There are several sub-teams within this thread team. However, there are two main ones. The first is concerned with better production management processes and tools for our maintenance sites, and the second is focusing on the right mix of facilities and equipment to enable our maintainers to get the job done, as well as keeping those facilities up and running reliably. This thread team will create the framework for being able to satisfy fleet needs without having to worry about not having the right resources available, ensuring that essential equipment and facilities are always usable when needed, and having the right people at the right place at the right time to produce required ready aircraft for the fleet.
Hello, I'm Carlos Carcamo. I'm a Logistics Manager Specialist at COMFRC, and I am the Sub-Team Lead for Capability and Capacity, Process and Tools. The Level 3 FRCs have recently done some good work with improved production management methods and tools to increase aircraft throughput and reduce turnaround time. A pilot effort involving multiple Level 3 aircraft maintenance sites has validated the usefulness of these improvements. Lately, the sites have been working on standardizing those practices and tool sets to get better results. The long-term vision is to expand those industry standard practices and tools to all sites across all production lines to enable a holistic view of total capability and capacity. Another dimension of the long-term vision is the integration of improved production management functionality into the standard maintenance management information technology system. If we implement these processes at all locations with a standard information technology solution, we will enable the organization to optimize workload assignment among the sites. We will also provide FRC sites with a robust process to maximize local throughput and improve production schedule performance.
In addition to being the overall Capability and Capacity Thread Team Lead, I'm also in charge of the sub-team devoted to maintenance infrastructure development and sustainment. Historically, each FRC site has developed and implemented its own local infrastructure investment and maintenance strategy. Those local infrastructure decisions have not been consistently guided by an overall infrastructure plan. We intend to change that. As a companion effort to capability and capacity processes and tools development, this team will create and put in place a unified, optimized plan for maintenance facilities and equipment across all FRC sites. The infrastructure optimization plan will be guided by overall fleet maintenance needs. It will cover construction and modernization of buildings, consolidating or deactivating facilities, investing in new technologies and equipment, and the maintenance of buildings and equipment. The end result is an integrated roadmap for all sites to design, acquire, maintain, and modernize Naval Aviation's total infrastructure footprint to meet fleet aviation maintenance requirements. This is a stimulating time in naval aviation maintenance. The stakes are high, the challenges are great, and the opportunities to reshape the way we do business are greater still. As Vision 2020 initiatives get underway, we'll be keeping you updated on our progress and accomplishments.